She wore a raspberry beret. Dun, 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 dun. Anyways, yeah. So, it made me think about this quick little mini story time about this one. I don't know. Well, the outfit I wore is similar to something I wore back in the day, but less fashionable. But it made me think about this story time about this. When I was with my ex, what did I name him? Bernard. When I was with Bernard, right around when we first started talking, and we went out to we went out with some people, right? We were drinking and shit like that. We didn't really know these people like that, but they said they were having like this little what they call them back in the day, kickback, and they invited us like to drink or whatever. So I remember when we went there and we were drinking and shit like that. He was such a like kind of like a opportunist. So I remember like he was kind of like overly asking for alcohol, right? So we was probably drinking too much, especially considering back then I didn't drink that much, right? And I remember he started inviting his sister and his sister's best friend. This is how I first knew that he was cheating on me with his sister's best friend. Because he invited them, right? And I was watching something and also reminded me of the story time. But I remember like I got super fucking drunk and his sister's boyfriend was there, and his sister's best friend, me, him, and then the couple and a couple of their friends. And I remember we was getting like stupid drunk. And I remember I got a little pissy drunk. And he was like basically acting like I was embarrassing him by being drunk. Because, and I knew it was just because we were started off with clear liquor, right? And his sister's boyfriend offered me a drink, right? And it was dark liquor. Now, mind you, like I said, I ain't drink like that. So I didn't know that you're not supposed to mix the dark with the light. Or at least maybe I did know that, but I didn't know that it would be something, I don't know. I wasn't really a drinker. I was like 21. Right? So I got pretty fucking drunk, right? But when he found out that his sister's boyfriend gave me the drink, he basically started trying to make me jealous with the sister's best friend. But he was trying to make it seem like it was because of that. But whole time he just liked the sister's best friend, but he was trying to use the excuse that I made him do this type shit, right? So I remember the first time I ever had like my big ass nonchalant, I don't give a fuck, right, attitude, because I'm like, you're not about to do. I can't stand when a motherfucker tries to make me feel like it's my fault they're doing something fucked up. We all make choices. If you decide to do something foul because you think I did something foul and you find out that you're the foul fucking person or whatever, is that clear? I'm not going to be the type of person who's going to sit here and be like, oh, I'm so sorry that I did this XYZ. I'll apologize for my part, but I'm not about to sit here and act like the fucking turmoil of the situation is all my fault. That's what we're not about to do. Right? So I'm on something like, okay, whatever then. You know? So I'm low-key flirting with the boy. I have a story time about this dude too, but I'm low-key flirting with the boyfriend because fuck you, nigga. Because F you, guy. Right? So basically when he realizes that I can play this game better than you, because he ain't cheat on me with her yet. Because basically I was playing this game better than him and he didn't like seeing this in his face. It was like, oh no, she get niggas. I do. Anyways, I can. I don't. Because I don't want to, but I can. I got some reds, as my son would call it. Fucking reds. Anyways, so basically when he realized I could play this game better than him, he's like, oh no, I want to leave. So we leave, but I'm still low-key like drunk. And I remember we were just like, well, we weren't arguing. He was basically just yelling at me like, oh, you need to sober up. You're embarrassing me because you're so drunk. But my drunk back in the day wasn't like my alcoholic days. It was basically just me being like, It was like me when I'm high. Just basically like, fucking, I'm floating. I'm a fairy. I don't care about anything. And I remember we was like walking down the street, about to take this bus. Struggle love, ain't it? And we were young, but to deal with a mess with a man who don't got a motherfucking car is crazy work. It's crazy work. It's a hot ass mess, and you got to get the hell out of there. But good thing we learn these lessons when we're young. Anyways, so he's like, rambling like, oh no, because you're embarrassing me because bad bitches would never be doing this like that's why I love me a bad bitch and whatever, right? That and whatever, all that type of shit, right? You're a square and square this and square. Because remember, I would say he always liked to fucking call me a square because for some reason he thought that would hurt my feelings. What? I don't give a fuck. I don't know hood politics to be sitting here trying to prove that I'm hood. What? Because what was I ever supposed to do anyways? To start twerking? Start randomly twerking? I don't know. What the fuck? I mean, I got some cousin. I don't know what the heck he ever thought I was going to do to try to prove that I wasn't a square. Ew. I genuinely would rather be a square. It's just my opinion. But, it's just, to me, it's more fun because I could do whatever I want and be free. No one's controlling me. You know what I mean? No ankle monitors. No jail, fucking prison time. No damn guards. No, man. I need some level of freedom. And I feel like that hood shit, y'all. Anyways. So, basically, he's just, like, trying to cuss me out. And I'm just still walking to the bus stop and being nonchalant as hell. Because at this point, even though our relationship was fresh, we were kind of already way too deep. Because, like I said, me and him ended up moving in together instead of me getting my own apartment with my roommate. Big mistake. Because he felt like it would be cheaper if I roommated with his sister. And mind you, when he was talking about roommating with his sister, he never said he was going to be living there not paying no fucking rent. Bums. Right? So basically, yeah, like, bro, I pay the rent. I'm the man. Let me stop. But, because I'm not the man, but it was just giving, like, he built himself up to be this dude. And it's like, you don't help pay rent. Me and your sister paying the bills. You're fucking lousy in the bed. I mean, no shade, but that man was not it at all. He's probably one of the worst. Anyways. I wouldn't even want to say that he's one of the worst. It was... I'm going to have to tell another story time about that. Basically, what he chose to do in the bedroom wasn't what I was into, and it low-key made him look sassy to me. But you know what they say about men who keep ending up in prison? I don't know if I should say that. Anyway, yeah, it was just like, it wasn't giving what it was supposed to be giving, and you making it seem like hood niggas do it better. Hey, y'all really don't. Y'all boring. Y'all just roll up every 2 fucking seconds. Your breath stank because all you do is smoke. And I'm not saying men who are from the hood aren't, but I mean, like, trying to be on this, because obviously that doesn't apply to everybody. But his hood nigga ass was not it. And because of him, I would never be with another hood nigga. So, I'll never find out if they really do it better or not. Yeah, so he's just like, yep, right? And because of all this shit, I'm tired of him. Mind you, it's funny because I got pregnant in our relationship very fast. So I would have technically have been pregnant around this time or already, like at the very early stages. Which is fucking sad. Well, no, it's not. My son is 11. He's about to be 12 this year. I love that boy. So it's not sad in the sense, like, I wish I never... But at the time, it's like, I was 21, and I did not know I was throwing my life temporarily away. So yeah, so he's like, yap, right? He's like, because I wasn't paying attention, because I didn't care. He's like, oh, see, that's why I'm gonna go back to California. I'm gonna go back to California because you don't give a fuck about me. And I remember I looked at him, and I think that was the very first time I realized I did not actually like him the way that one would need to for longevity in a relationship like this one. Or I wasn't, let me not say that. Basically, I feel like you gotta kind of be a little young and dumb to be in a relationship where a man's constantly cheating on you. And in this case, I didn't fully know he was cheating on me yet. He was just moving funny. But still, even dealing with someone who doesn't have a fucking job, only sells work, but there's never no proof that he sells work, and doesn't even really help you pay any bills, constantly needs you to spare some change, and then always up under some fucking chick that's friends with his sister. It's like, I don't know. Anyways, it reminded me of that story time, because I think I was wearing something similar to this. Well, not something, well, yeah, it was something similar, but probably not this sexy. But yeah, the moral of the story, though, is fuck these niggas. No, for real. Actually. Not like F these N words as in like all men or all black men, right? But F these N words that these ninjas that are like that. Like, leave them to the stupid, funky fucking bitch. Leave them to the funky ass hoes who want to fucking scrabble and gravel all over the goddamn ground with another chick. Cause you with my nigga. Leave them to them. Leave them to them. Cause honestly, if I had decided, like, when this whole situation was happening, cause this chick, she used to annoy the fuck out of me. Cause she had a whole baby daddy that she was constantly bragging about. Mind you, that girl's, I don't understand how she ended up with my man. Her man was fucking fine. Oh my god. No, he was fine. Oh my god. I mean, but he was like chocolate. He had like waves and muscular and Cause for a moment, I remember one time I was hanging out with his sister and her. So we went to her house, and that's how I ended up seeing him. You know, and it was one of the moments where, like, we locked eyes, and you could tell he was looking at me like, damn, and I'm looking at him like, damn. Right? And just, the chick's not ugly. She's probably, like, one of them mixed chicks. She looked like she was, like, black and white, but, or maybe, like, Spanish and black or something like that. You know, racially ambiguous type, foreign. It was, like, one of them type things, right? And thick. More chunky, but she was thick. Like, so I'm sure men would be like, well, goddamn, girl. But at the same time, I don't know. I always seem to, even when they be like chicks like that, I still always attract, not like I'm taking nobody's man now, but always attract their man because, I don't know. I think sometimes we want something more authentic than we, lead on to be, if that makes sense. Yeah, I don't want to explain that. Like, a man who's fucking muscular and all that shit is nice, but, like, can you hold a conversation? Like, can you take a joke? Are you a gentleman? Like, eventually you kind of you want the real thing. And so I always seem to attract men even when they have what I guess the world would say is the hottest bitch around type shit, because authenticity. And I'm pretty. I'm not saying I'm ugly or some shit like that. But back then I didn't really have any confidence that much. So I was kind of like more proud of my personality than I was my looks, if that makes sense. Whereas now I'm proud of both my looks and my personality. Like, I take care of my inner and my outer. Whereas back then, I was only focused on my inner, which is nothing wrong with that. But because I didn't have any, like, self-worth or confidence in myself, not taking care of my outer, well, not like I was, like, unhygienic or some shit, but I didn't think my outer was enough, right? So it did land me in some situations where men would be attracted to me and they're like, damn, you sexy, blah, blah, blah. But then they'll see that I have no self-worth on the outside. And then they think they're going to fucking play me and use me or start talking about how fine some fucking thick chick, big ass booty, and that I would get jealous and insecure. And I wouldn't say that I didn't. I had moments in relationships where I would become very insecure, but that was more later, like my last relationship probably brought the most insecurity out of me, which is crazy because I looked so fucking good in the beginning of that relationship and I did not see it. Anyways, yeah. But so when we had that lock eye moment, I was like, damn. And her man was definitely like finer than my man. Like 100%. And I hope if he ever see this, well, he's my ex, so I don't give a fuck. But he gonna be like, no, he looked fine. Oh my God. So I didn't get it. Now, maybe, obviously, everything is not about a look. So in her case, maybe he was just boring as shit too. I don't know. They both was boring as fuck, maybe. But anyways, that still confused me though, cause that man, damn. Or maybe, you know what's funny? Because what I feel like it is he was very, like, quiet and more, like, reserved. And I feel like she wanted some wow dude, which was my dumbass man. And he wanted some wild chick, which was her dumbass. Neither one of us, I suppose. I guess it was the dynamic. The wild chick with the reserved dude, the reserved chick with the wild dude. I low-key was thinking, you want to trade? Because me and that man would have went a long way. And y'all dumbasses would have been in prison together. But nah, like, he was like damn near obsessed with her. Because she would always talk about like, yeah, because I got shot here. And I guess there was a bullet in her fucking thigh, cheek or whatever. Like, yeah, because I'm that bitch. Because I got shot. And yeah, I didn't even, bitch, I'm about to say something. No, low-key, because I used to be mad as fuck. Like, no, I did actually used to be mad as fuck. Because, like, if I shoot you right now, bitch, you gonna be okay? Was this that theory right now? Stupid bitch. I'm gonna shoot your ass in your fucking pinky toe, you. I shouldn't say that. I'll shoot your ass in your pinky toe, you fucking whore. Oh my gosh. Every time she came around, I should like, oh, here we go. This is the same dude that I said, same dude. This is the same chick that I said when he was telling me that, oh, you can't have no male friends. Because he didn't want me to be friends with Champagne Poppy. His name's not Champagne Poppy. That's fucking Drake. Cuban Poppy. The guy named Cuban Poppy. My Cuban thing. He's like, oh, you can't be male friends. You can't have no male friends. And then he ended up having a fucking tickle party. That's this bitch he ended up fucking running around with her, his sister, and his sister's other best friend. Running around tickle these motherfuckers. Now, obviously, I don't give a fuck about the other two. Because I knew he wasn't attracted to the other girl, and the other girl's his sister. So I'm just like, oh, you just want to motherfucking play tickle so you can end up tickling this bitch. You want to accidentally get behind that fat-ass booty and be like, oh my God. I do not miss the days where I didn't slap a bitch for playing in my motherfucking face. Or, because that's not right. I don't miss the days where I didn't just fucking say there's 10,000 other people in this very vicinity that I could be talking to way more entertaining than you. I don't have to be here. I do not miss those days. But the moral of the story is don't be insecure. One, don't be insecure, y'all. Sometimes you just gotta like fucking put on something sexy and call it a night, right? Like, I don't give a fuck if you just one of the people who don't do anything and you don't go anywhere. Buy your ass some lingerie and make you a fucking charcuterie board. Get you some grapes and some motherfucking cheese. And I bet you when your ass, by the end of that night, you gonna want to dip yourself. And you gonna realize that who cares? And if you one of the people, you don't want to use the bob, you're more of the real thing. As long as you feel sexy, you will attract what you want anyways. If that makes sense. You ever see like a woman who's just like looking good as fuck, but she's not really paying attention to anybody, and then guys be like, oh, that's all it is. I'm telling you, when I am the most comfortable in my own skin, and I'm feeling good, I'm wearing especially when I wear whatever the fuck I want to wear, and I don't care what anybody got to say about it. I get the most attention. Now mind you, you can't do it with the intention of getting people. It's not gonna work like that. It's not. Because in somewhere in there, you're still gonna be looking for the validation that other people think you look good. People will probably call me, I think some lady tried to make a joke about my motherfucking hair being red on some Ronald McDonald shit. And I knew immediately when she said it, it was with the intention of making me feel like, oh, I don't want my hair red anymore. And I was like, I think it looked good as fuck. All of a sudden, oh yeah, no, it really does look good on you. It really does. So why was you finna come for me when I didn't call for you, bitch? Because why am I cussing so much? It was like, why was you about to come for me when I didn't call for you? Anybody asked you, did you like my hair red? Why are you going out of your way to tell me that you kind of look like, what's that character at McDonald's? You knew the fuck his name was. You just wanted me to say it. But I'm not going to say it. Because I don't care. I don't give a fuck if my hair was orange and you called me motherfucking Carrot Top. If I think it looks sexy, I'm going to wear it. Because somewhere out there where there's men and women who hate women with red hair, there's about that same amount of them motherfuckers who love women with red hair. So don't go sexy for the attention. Go sexy for your attention. And it just naturally draws attention in. But it made me think of a lot of situations that I've seen, that I've been through and that I've seen with other women, is a man will be sitting there trying to break your ass down so you be insecure. Whole time he about to cheat on you with a woman who is just as scandalous or funny, or why are you wearing it? Because one of the things he was saying was about what I was wearing, right? Because it's similar. But one of the things he was saying, and I'm telling you, it was not this, and I've got a whole fucking thing on, and it still wasn't even as, I guess, sexy as this. But he was trying to make me feel bad because, like I said, he was trying to turn the tables and make it seem like the friend or the boyfriend was flirting with me because I look a fucking hot ass mess. I'm showing all the goods. This bitch has some damn, she was one of them twerk thingies. Them chicks back in the day that was twerking every motherfucking wearing them damn, what they call it with the booty, the booty. The things that show your ass. Oh, I mean, cheeked up. Fucking cake. So, she was cheeked up cakes galore. They're called Daisy Dukes. She's wearing the jean Daisy Dukes. Cheeks out. Now, mind you, I got tattoos now. But back then, I had no tattoos. She had the damn big ass thigh tats. I'm pretty sure she had one of them. What's the chick's name? With the butterfly? Don't ask me. Don't ask me how I know. But she had the butterfly on her cheeks, so and a motherfucker. Yeah, she's one of them thicks. She's one of them thicks. Gonna try to make me feel bad. Fuck you. My whole point was, because I remember that, and I remember how I felt, and even though I was being nonchalant, 555. Even though I was being nonchalant, there was inside, I remember feeling like, damn, I want to say something. Like, basically, I wanted to, like, talk shit back, right? But it's not even that I was, like, scared of him. It was just one of those, like, I just didn't have the confidence that I have now to either be like, I don't give a fuck about nothing you're talking about because you're an idiot, or to continue to still do more. It's the same thing with, like, my hair. I was supposed to be a fucking burgundy. But a fuck bitch had the nerve to be like, oh, too bright would look weird. Too bright. You can't do too bright. Don't do bright red. So now I'm bright red. I just wish I had that back then. Which I suppose it makes sense that I didn't. Because, destiny and all that. But back then, I was feeling like that. Like, I just want to go harder now. Now, I'm finna get me some Daisy Dukes with a fucking butterfly tattoo on my cheeks. But I didn't have the balls yet. I didn't have the confidence. Because in some ways, I think I did fear that he would leave me. And not leave me like I need him. But it's like one of them things where you put yourself in a fucked up situation and you feel like you have to write it out. And I did not have to write it out. Especially not with him, because I had the money. I was the one with the dough. But yeah, there's definitely some insecurities there to feel like you gotta constantly be around a man so you could watch him to make sure he's not talking to this chick and that chick. And man, fuck that. Fuck them. There's a man willing to drink your fucking bathwater right now. But you have to want to drink your bathwater first. Don't drink your bathwater. But you know what I mean. You got to be looking at you like, damn, I'm a whole snack. Because you know, who can tell you otherwise? And maybe that one person is not going to want to fuck with you because, oh, you think you all that, bitch. But I guarantee you the next person that they fuck with is going to be some level of, not finer than you, but as fine. If that makes sense. Like, they may not look like you. They may not be as bad as you and as all that. But they're going to try to find someone good looking. Does that make sense? It doesn't matter if they look better than you or not. That's not the point. They're going to try to find somebody good looking. Why? Because they want somebody good looking. They just don't want you to want to be good looking. Because y'all have reached this threshold where they have fucking toyed with your brain in some way, where they want you to not ever want to leave them or to not think that you could live without them. So they're going to dim your light so that you could stick around. They don't actually want a chick who's uglier. They don't actually want a chick to dress down. They don't actually want a chick who's, you know, oh, I stay at home all day and I don't do nothing. They don't actually want. I don't want to say a man doesn't want a quiet, reserved woman, but those certain types of men who are playing on your top, they don't actually want quiet, reserved women. They don't necessarily actually want good women. They want somebody who they could play with, toy with, use, abuse, who's going to be there when all the baddies ain't available. So they got to get their rocks off. Not you specifically, but, you know, whoever could identify with that kind of thing where you stick around people too fucking long, or you stick around people who try to play with you and use certain type of fucking trigger words to get you to dim your light. They want you to dim your light because they need you to stick around. You're like that supply. You're their supply. Like a fucking narcissist. They're fucking, You're the blood supply and they're the vampire, but you're not actually good quality blood. You're just blood. Does that make sense? When they need to eat, they got you. But they really want lobster and steak. Don't dim your light into fucking corner store chicken. When you could be lobster and steak. If they don't want your set of lobster and steak because they can't play with you no more, then bye. Get yourself a different fucking lobster and steak and drain the fuck out of that one. But you can't drain me, bitch. So these days, what I do is, I do more. I made a joke the other day. I said, one of these motherfucking days, I'm going to be walking down the street in a ball gown because y'all keep playing with me. Don't think I won't do more. I'll do more. And not uncomfortably trying to oppress people more. I'm going to be so much my motherfucking self that y'all could never, nothing you ever say could ever bring me down. Nothing you say could ever dim my light. I don't give a fuck. I'll be sad as hell crying. What they say, do you want to cry in the motherfucking, because I don't know cars that much. I'm going to cry in a goddamn Lamborghini before I'm crying on a goddamn bus for a man ever again, is what I'm saying. Okay? But, yeah. Between this outfit, it made me think about that story time and something else that I was looking at, or something else I saw on social media that was similar to, the outfit reminded me of the outfit I wore that day, but the story I saw on social media reminded me of that situation when we were leaving and we were going to the bus, and he was just basically like, oh yeah, I'm gonna leave. Because I felt like he wanted me to start crying. I felt like he wanted me to break down and be like, oh my God, no, don't leave. Because that's what this chick was doing. She was basically like, no, don't leave. And I'm like, why are we like that? Excuse me. And I know I didn't necessarily break down like that, but I didn't leave him. Like, I didn't break up with him. I feel like in some ways I was still trying to like sober up so that he didn't think that I was this hot mess who was too drunk. I know I didn't whine and beg, but at the same time, energetically, I didn't say, fuck you, fuck that bitch, fuck all the bitches you be fucking with. And none of that. What I needed to do was boss the fuck up and leave his ass. And then dress 10 times more so his dumb ass could regret the stupid shit he was saying. Which ends up happening anyways. But it did end up happening anyways years down the line. Shit now. Imagine saying that to me about 10 something years ago. And then seeing me now and being like, damn, I always knew that you was bad. You so damn fine. Damn. Oh my God. Where's she at? Where's she at? Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Let me stop. But anyways, that was my quick story time because, yeah, I just thought about it. And I didn't want to think about it and not record it. So I just decided to record it. But the more point was that stop being fucking insecure. If you want to wear something and you kind of feel embarrassed, but I don't know, wear it like this, but put a fucking jacket over it. And then next time, like, wear it like this, but then show your legs. Because as soon as it get hot, you think I'm wearing this black shit underneath? You think I'm wearing a turtleneck underneath this? No. I'm finna have my little titties out, my back up. Do what you gotta do to be comfortable for you, but do it. No excuses.